Good morning everyone and welcome back to the Monday vlogs. That's right, now seems like a really good time to start them back up again. For those that may not be aware, I've been gone for around 2 months with some problems with my hands, and because of that I was off work, I wasn't able to craft, and so the Monday vlogs completely stopped. Now you're probably wondering, first of all, why are we in your bedroom? I have quite the to-do list today, and the first one starts in here. I have a bunch of laundry behind me that needs put away. So to talk through roughly how today is going to go, we are getting a new bed delivered today, a new mattress. This one is around 9 years old, and Scott and I have really been struggling to sleep recently, so we decided we were going to treat ourselves to a brand new mattress and 2 new pillows. They arrived today between 1 and 3. I need to have this mattress stripped and ready to be taken away, and there's some things that need done first. So the laundry, I normally always put my laundry in piles on the bed and then turn around into the units and put the clothes away. Don't know if you can hear the vehicle outside. I have the windows open because it's quite a nice day. So yeah, laundry needs put away. Hallway needs hoover because this one has little bits of her cat litter pellets all over the hallway. She's kicked them out her box, and then she's got a cardboard scratcher that when she scratches that, little bits of cardboard go everywhere. So all fun and games when you have a cat. I'm sure if you have one, you know what I'm talking about. Excuse me. So need to hoover the hallway. And then I need to, sorry, I've just watched a squirrel disappear into some ivy. You will have seen from the intro clip that there was a squirrel quite near the top of a tree outside my bedroom window. This is a proper side tangent. And we have at least 4, 5, maybe 6 squirrels. And so, I'm watching the one from the tree just jumping from branch to branch to another tree. It's fascinating watching them, but also a little scary. Like, they have some amazing balance and they're very fast. Like that squirrel, now in a second new tree. Or well, really a third new tree. Anyway. That really was the definition of a squirrel moment, given the fact it was 2 squirrels. And now little birds. Okay, sorry. I really shouldn't sit by the window. So I need to hoover the hallway. I need to strip the bed. And I could just leave the mattress here and they would collect it, but I want to try and get it out into the hall. I don't know if I'll get it down the stairs by myself because Scott's at work. And I don't want to overdo things with my hands now that they're healed. So if I can get it out into the hall, I'll be happy. Because I don't really want people in and out of my bedroom. That's like our sacred space. I don't want other people's like energy in this room. And before anyone says anything, but you're getting a mattress delivered, yeah, we're getting one that comes in a box, and then you take out the box and then you break the seal on the plastic wrap and it like unrolls and then puffs up. We're getting one of those, so in theory I should be able to carry that up the stairs by myself. If not, I'll just ask them to leave it at the top of the stairs and then I'll deal with it that way. So in a perfect world, I would have the mattress downstairs ready for them just to take away. But I don't have that kind of strength, and this mattress has no handles, so very awkward to move around. I also have to contend with getting this one off the bed. She could stay up here for like an hour with nobody in the room and she'd be very content because she's got all the birds. Wow, Magpie had a really big stick. Excuse me. So yeah, I better stop dilly-dallying and blethering and actually get on with my day. First, tea. Till the next clip. You gonna help me put laundry away? Okay. So I just want to say thank you to everyone that has kind of stayed around in the background of the channel whilst I've been away healing. The last couple of months have been incredibly hard mentally for me, and I'm sure some of you might be able to relate to that. I craft for my mental health, and I've not been able to do that for over really 3 months. And because even though I was only off work for 9 weeks, it was still a case of this has actually been bothering me since I'd probably say around about October, start of October, definitely the end of October. I was in a lot of pain at the end of October, and made that abundantly clear to my work that I was in pain. And the end of October, I had a week and a half off of work, and I was hoping that that week and a half was going to be enough to allow me to heal. And unfortunately that just was not the case. It was not long enough for my body, which sucks, but it is what it is. And I've been wearing splints, well, hand splints, thumb splints, but they're also called spikas. And I've been wearing those religiously during the healing. My doctor said my doctor said ice. But I found personally for me that heat worked better. When I used ice, it was almost like my body was just like, whoa, 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 you're making it so much worse. Oh goodness, where do I start? Oh, we'll do these ones. So yeah, obviously doctors do know best, but they don't know your body. So listen to them, take their advice, give it a try. You might find it does not work, which was exactly the situation I had. So it's been a long road to get back here, but I have been able to do some crafting. I done a wee amigurumi last night, which I'll show off when we get downstairs. And I've been slowly working on a new cast on. I take lots of breaks before anyone gives me into trouble. I do take lots and lots of breaks, and I rest fairly regularly. I run my hands under hot water. I don't wear my spica, the thumb splint, when I am crafting. Turns out that brings a whole new pain. Who would have thought? So it's a lot of trialing at the moment to see what I can do. Oh, excuse me, that was a burp. And no, I'm not going to edit it out. So yeah, it's a lot of trialing to see what I am able to do just now. I haven't tried spinning, but I've done cross stitch, I've done crochet, and I've done knitting, and I think that's a good start. Sorry, I'm just looking around at what clothes I actually need to put away. Trousers. So yeah, I'm quite happy with that start. I would like to be able to get some spinning, because I would still love to be able to spin a sweater's quantity, but in order to spin a sweater's quantity, you have to have a sweater's quantity worth of fibre, and I don't have that. I probably do. In all honesty, I probably do. but I think the fiber's too mismatched to actually create a nice yarn. Okay, these can go in the spare room. I don't have space for them. I'm just literally making a pile to go into my spare room and just get dumped. Anyone else did that? Okay, right, let's put his stuff away. And then that can go there, and these can be left out because he has a class tonight. Excuse me, I need to cough. You okay there, little one? Have I disturbed your peace? So yeah, I'll come back around. Hi. Yeah, so that's the clothes put away. Oh, magpie. Oh, 2 magpies. Sorry, I do love sitting at this window and essentially bird watching. We have so many little birds that are actually really hard to spot sometimes. We've got a family of robins, but I've not seen them in a while. We've got, what did I count the other day? 7 magpies? At least 7 magpies. There's more. Whole bunch of wood pigeons, whole bunch of seagulls, unfortunately. A couple of foxes, bunch of squirrels, as I said. Yeah, like just a whole smorgasbord of wildlife right here. And it's lovely. Honestly, it's lovely to watch. Anyway, clothes are away, apart from this pile over my shoulder. That's just going to get dumped into the spare room, which I probably shouldn't do. Sorry, another squirrel. Sorry, I had to clear my throat and the camera just would not pause. So yes, back on track. Let's stop being distracted by the window. Clothes are away. Again, apart from that pile. Some of it isn't actually clothes. One of it is like a tote bag. One of it's a scarf that I need to find somewhere for. One of them is like a knitted sweater that technically should be going back under the bed. Excuse me, but we are still in chilly weather, so I don't really want to pack it away and then have to unpack it again. I don't want to put too much in the spare room because I want to go get on the walking pad today, but I do feel like I am under a time crunch with knowing that the delivery people could come anywhere between 1 and 3. So yeah, let's keep going. I'm not going to record me hoovering the hall because no. I'm hoping she'll move on her own accord. I haven't actually checked to see if she's been cleaning like her booty or anything, so I'll just put my hand there. Too late if she already has. But yeah, I need to hoover. I need to strip the bed and put like the duvet and stuff also in the spare room. I'm hesitant to get rid of my pillows. I'm really hesitant to get rid of my pillows just now. Just in case the new one we get doesn't quite agree with me sleeping. I'm very particular about my pillows. So yeah, I'm going to chuck my pillows next door and we will see. I will show you how far I get the mattress out of the room, but I need to make sure, in case I end up blocking the way in and out of rooms, I need to make sure things that I need are out of the room. So my glasses are on my side table, I need to grab them. My juice cup, my big massive juice cup, isn't still in here, so I need to get that downstairs. So it's things like that I need to make sure are not about to be trapped in a room. So I will check in shortly. Hello, it is several hours later since I checked in with you. I managed to get the mattress down the stairs. I am very freaking proud of myself for that. Do not let people tell you what you cannot do. I've hoovered upstairs, stripped the bed, obviously, because the mattress is downstairs. Got a load of laundry on that's almost ready to get hung up. Put all the laundry away. I've actually done the dishes, which I don't normally do. That's Scott's housework. But I really wanted to get the countertop cleaned, and all the dishes were kind of, sorry. All the dishes were just in my way, so I just decided to do them. And I thought I'd check in and do like a wee crafty update. So I found this book recently whilst I was going through my craft supplies. I was doing a bit of a mass not even a de-stash, just getting rid of stuff. I took 4 bags of stuff to the charity shop, literally the first weekend of January. And it felt really, really good. Some of them were clothes, some of them were craft books. And I know I probably could have sold them or whatever. This sun is not working in my favour. I'm just getting further and further away from the phone. But yeah, I got 4 bags worth of stuff to the charity shop. That felt really, really good. And whilst I was going through some of the craft stuff, I found this one, which is Cutest Crochet Creations, and it's by Alison North. Here are some of the little cute amigurumi. And I had also, while going through my yarn, for figuring out, like cataloging, figuring out how much yarn I had, I found some of these little amigurumi yarn from Aldi. I want to say Aldi. Yeah, Aldi. And I had 2 unopened bags, and then I had just like a couple in a project bag. And I thought, what the heck? Let's make something nice and quick. A really quick satisfaction project. Apologies for the light. I chose the worst time to record. And I decided to cast on, can I just show you the photo without showing the pattern? I decided to cast on this little cutie up here. I don't have brown yarn. I don't have brown cotton, because that's what this is. This is 100% cotton. You get 8 25-gram balls. It's approximately 57.5 meters a ball, and the total pack, if you're using a pack, is 460 meters. So I was never going to use a full pack, but I was trying to use the ones I already had. So I took that purple out of that pack. So I had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 colors already out of a bag. Is that right? 7 colors, sorry, 7 colors already out of a pack. So basically a pack. And I decided to cast on this little cutie, and the only thing he still needs is his muzzle and the nose put on him. But I just think he's so cute. For a while, before he had arms and the t-shirt decoration and ears, he just looked like a potato. So this little cutie just needs, again, like the wee muzzle and his nose embroidered on, and then he is done. And I'm not sure how I feel about this yarn. If you've ever worked with cotton, you'll know that it can be quite a splitty yarn. Like, it splits and you can put your hook or your needle like in between the strand of yarn. And I did do that a couple of times, and I would rip back as best I could to make sure I picked up all the strands. But every now and again I was just like, there's one kind of like right on his tummy. You can just see this little additional line that shouldn't be there. So there are a couple where I've clearly not noticed and gone really far, or not noticed until right now, that I didn't catch all of the strands. I wonder how many strands are there? Let's see. I think it's 6. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, there's 6 strands that make up the yarn. And so it is quite a splitty yarn. But yeah, all in all, I think he is so stinking cute. And there are some really gorgeous pieces in this book. And I got this out of The Works, which is a bookstore in the UK here. And my understanding is that they purchase quite a large quantity of books and then sell it like dirt cheap because they bought them dirt cheap. And unfortunately these days I don't see as many craft books as I used to. I'm also trying not to buy craft books because I think I bought this like 2 years ago and I'm only just making something out of it. But here are, if my fingers will work, the other cuties in this book. Hopefully, yeah, that's fully on screen. I really want to make these little birds. And I really want to make the whale and the narwhal. And then there's this little lamb as well. Like, I really love everything in this book. And I would love to make more. But I don't want to overdo it with my hands. I think the only thing I wouldn't make is the ballerina, to be honest. And maybe the crocodile. Don't know why. They just don't really appeal to me. But I really want to do the lamb, the lion, the little birds, the whale, maybe the narwhal, and the little fox and the bunny. So you might see more from this book on the horizons, especially in like a standard podcast. I am looking to use up the yarn. You can see I did start the muzzle, but it did tell you to go down a crochet hook size or 2, and I didn't do that because I was lazy. And it is too big. So I'm looking to use up these last 6 balls. I only used up 1 full ball, and that was the main colour, this kind of creamy colour. So I am counting this towards my stash down. 1 ball, 125 gram ball, gone. I'd like to use up the rest of this purple. This was a full ball when I started. I really have only used this one for the muzzle, so I'm going to undo that because I really am going to try and go down. Oh, it was already cut. I need to go down a hook size with that one. But yeah, I got a smidgen of this darker green left. I do have another packet, so anything don't quite have enough for, I will be able to get the rest from the other packets. But again, I would like to use up the balls that are already out of the packets. I did have to open 1 packet for this one just so that I got a contrasting for the jumper, so the sleeves and this collar. So I have already cut into that one. And then the other project I've been slowly working my way on, which brings me so much joy, is my toaster. So, again, I'm so sorry for the lighting. Like, it's just such a nice day. I really don't want to draw the curtains. Yeah, I'll just lie back. So, this is the same yarn that I started this project in. Like, this is the second time I've now knit this. I frogged the first one because it was just too loose. Like, the gauge, in my opinion, is too loose. And I would have had to have put a strappy top on underneath this, and I don't see the point in that if it's a tee. So I frogged it all out. I've gone down a needle size. So the pattern calls for 4mm for the ribbing and 5mm for the body, and it's 17 stitches per 4 inches, and I am 25 stitches for 4 inches, so that's my new gauge, and I am working the body on 4mm and the ribbing on 3.5. I'm taking it nice and easy. This is not going to be a quick project. This is not going to be off the needles anytime soon, but I have split for the sleeves and I need to try it on because I'm just not convinced I've made it big enough. And this is the year that I am not going to fudge things and just go with it and hope for the best. I really want this to fit perfect, so I need to get these on some, like, an extra long cable and give this a wee try. That will be on today's to-do list after the delivery of my new mattress. But yeah, this is Drops Bell, which is a cotton, I have the bag right here, 53% cotton, 33% viscose and 14% linen. So perfect for garments for the summer. And I got it in colour 17, which is like this really gorgeous teal. And of course, now the sun's moved around to where I was. So I'm on my third ball of yarn for this project because they are only 50 grams. But yeah, basically, if this does not fit, I really hope it does. I don't want to rip it back. I don't want to lose some of the progress that I've made. But if this doesn't fit, I will rip it back because, again, I want this garment. I want to be able to wear that this summer. And I really like the toaster. It's such a simple pattern. You can then alter it and put like eyelets in or put stripes in. Like, there's so much you can do for this garment, and I would just love to have this to wear spring and summer, maybe even autumn. But yeah, that is. Oh no, I have cross stitch to show. My goodness, I go for like 2-3 months without crafting, and then all of a sudden I've got everything. So let's see if I can get this tightened up on the frame. So it doesn't look like much. There we go. That's the thread at the back I'm seeing. But yeah, I've made really good progress. None of that was done. That wasn't done. I still had some of the moon to complete. So this is the skull. This is a book, like a row of books, and then there's going to be a shelf under here, and then there's going to be more books under here, and I can actually show you the pattern. So this is what it will look like. Oh my goodness. There. That's as good as we're going to get. And this is from Cross Stitch with Art, who is on Etsy. It's crossstitchwithart.etsy.com. It's on 14 count Ada, and I'm using all the called for DMC threads. I nearly didn't. I was going to use a mixture of DMC and what's the other thread company? Like the other big one. Ironically, I've got their threads like over here somewhere. Oh, I can't remember. But originally, like, I have written down the conversion for the other ones I was going to use. I'd done that ages ago. But yeah, it feels really good to be making progress on this. I started this ages ago. Like, honestly, it feels like forever ago. And I've messed up a few times where I've forgotten which way my crosses are meant to go. Like, which one's my first strand and then which one's my second one. And like, I've done it the opposite way around. So nobody look too closely at this one. But yeah, I might try and get the outline of the skull finished today, or at least the black finished for the skull, and see what else I can maybe work on today. But all in all, I'm feeling pretty good that I can craft again. It's a nice feeling being able to pick stuff up, even if it is only for like 10 minutes at a time or 20 minutes if my hands are playing good. No, I need to get the bear finished. I need to do the muzzle first. But yeah, my washing machine has done its spin, so I'm going to go hang up the laundry. I will check in later on and let you see any progress that I've done. Again, I'm so sorry for the lighting. There. I'm just using that book. Not my best first video back, but it's better than nothing. So yeah, I'm going to do the muzzle and the nose and then attach that to the bear and see how that looks. Scott says it didn't need the muzzle, it just needed the nose. But I don't know, I don't even know if it needs the nose. I think it looks cute as it is, but we'll see. We'll give it a wee try. We'll see how we get on, and I will check in later on. So I started this clip by saying if you can hear her, she's hyper. She just had her lunch. And by her, I mean Oogie, my cat. So I got the little muzzle done. Had to do the embroidery a couple of times. But oh my god, it just finishes it off so nicely. I'm really glad, no offense to Scott, but I'm really, really glad I didn't listen to him and not put the muzzle on, because I'm sorry, it's so cute. So my dad wants one, so I need to send him a photo of the yarns to see what colour sweater he wants. Sorry, I had to cough again. So yeah, I need to send him a photo of the colours I have and see what colour sweater he wants. But I am just very happy to say that the mattress people have been. They've taken away the old mattress. There's a hair on the top of my camera, or my phone, really. I record on my phone. They've taken the old mattress away. They took the new one upstairs. It was all rolled up. I will insert a photo of what it looked like about here. And I had to check with them that they had delivered the king size, because that was rolled up real good, like real good. It was ridiculously heavy, but I made it work. I got it onto the bed. I got all the plastic wrap off, and then I just heard this noise, and it just started going, like inflating basically, and I was like, oh no, I need to figure out like which way it's going to go before it gets too big for me to move. Sorry, I doubt you can hear her, but like it's just because we've got a flight of stairs. It's just dun 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 as she runs down the stairs. I will laugh if she like jumps up the side of the sofa and scares the absolute bejesus out of me, and you can all have a good laugh at me, because she's getting real good at that. She's given Scott and I quite the scares on multiple occasions. So yeah, figured it out, got it into the correct position as to the right way up and the right way around, because you think you've got it and then it inflates and then you realise it's been doubled over. Very hard to explain, but I'll also insert a clip of it, the size it is, because we got the king size. And she's gonna jump. She's gonna jump. But I can see her. She can see me. Oh, I am in the... Oh, seriously? You're so hyper. Every time you eat, you get so hyper. That could have had way more of a jump scare. Yep. But yeah, the mattress is now inflating to its proper size. I'm not allowed to put any sheets on it. I'm not allowed to put the bedding on or nothing. I've taken the pillows out of their packaging so that they can air out, so that they don't smell of packaging. And yeah, I have a YouTube on of just someone I've been following for a couple of years now. They just walk around New York, and it brings back happy memories of when Scott and I went right before the pandemic. And I can't decide. No, I know what I'm going to do. I'm going to try on the toaster, and then I think I'm going to cross stitch. I just want to make sure the toaster is on track, and I don't. I hope you landed okay. She's padding around. She's fine. Yeah, I just want to make sure it's on track, and I don't need to rip back any. Stop clawing the sofa. She is so hyper. What are you doing? Okay, I have to find out what she's doing. I don't even think she knows what she's doing, to be honest. But yeah, try on the toaster, see if I'm on track. If I'm not, I don't know if I'll rip it out today. Like I say, I really want to get all of the black done on the cross stitch, and then maybe fill in the skull. I don't know. I should probably finish off the bookshelf, to be honest. Like, I've really not got much left to do. But yeah, I'm really, really pleased with this little guy. He's so freaking cute. I don't know what size I was expecting. I think I was expecting just a little bit smaller. But I realised very quickly with the length you do in the head that he was going to be a bit bigger. But that's fine. He's still really, really cute. I know she's destroying the back of that sofa. I know she is. But yeah, I will check in later. I don't know if I'll show you the fit, because I reckon the toaster will be sitting right around the bust. So I might go put on a strappy top and try it on, because it's quite a baggy t-shirt, and that's not going to help. So I think I'm going to go put on a strappy t-shirt, get the toaster onto a longer cable, and give it a wee try on. So we'll see how that goes. Okay, so first of all, ignore the mess behind me. But I have got the toaster on, and yeah, it keeps flipping up, but what do you expect? There's not really much fabric there. Oh, it fits. So happy. I just need to triple check under the arms, make sure I've got enough stitches. I have got a couple of stitches to pick up when I work the sleeves, but I just want to make sure. I have rather round arms, flabby arms. The bingo wings are bingoing, basically. And I just want to make sure it's not going to be too tight and the fabric's not going to stretch too much, because that's just not going to look good. But yeah, I'm pretty happy with this fit. The neck is sitting real nice, not too tight, not too loose. All in all, very happy. And please ignore the mess behind me, but do you like Scott's bust of Batman? Yes, we are in our late 30s and we have a lot of geeky stuff. What of it? So yeah, really, really happy with this fit. Again, just gonna check under the arms, make sure there's nothing funny going on there, and then maybe after some cross stitching I can maybe put a couple of rounds on this. I don't know, we'll see. But yeah, I'm really, really happy. Also, this is the mattress. It's puffing up real good. Apparently it needs like 72 hours, so sleeping on it tonight might be a bit interesting, but it has to be better than the bed we were using, or the mattress we were using. But it's from Benson's for Beds for the people in the UK, and it's the Eve Hybrid Duo. And we're hoping it will really make our sleeping life better, because Scott and I have really been struggling to sleep recently. I will discuss more downstairs. Okay, so I've decided there's going to be like a slight change of plan, and also look who's joining us. She will be going for a nap, no doubt, but she's no longer crazy hyper, and she's gonna probably chill out here for the next couple of hours until Scott gets home. So I have decided I want to bring back the Monday square for my Cozy Memories blanket. The hope would maybe be 2 squares on a Monday, and then at the end of every week I'll have had 2 new squares, and in 52 weeks, now bear in mind I'm a couple of weeks short already, 2 Mondays have already passed, so I really need to sit down and see, because I think it takes me about an hour to do a square, and then most Mondays I don't have plans. Let's face it, no Mondays I have plans. I am a hermit. I stay home. But yeah, it's either going to be 1 square on a Monday and then that's it, or at least 1 square on a Monday and then a square during the week. 2 squares on a Monday would be quite good though. By the end of the year, if I'm doing 2 squares, that's 104 new squares on a blanket. So I think I need to figure out the math just to see. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Oh, why did I choose 13? I got 13 along. And I can make it wider. I don't know why I went with 13. Maybe just when it's across my lap, that's big enough. I think 14 might be better though. But yeah, there's some math to be made to find out like how much bigger that will make it, like how many more rows that will give me. But yeah, I think I'm going to bring this back. And one of the things I want to do, at least for the next 24 weeks, I actually got an advent calendar, and because of my hands, I did not even bother to do like a vlogmas or an opening every week or every day, because honestly my mental health took a plummet when I wasn't able to craft, and I just wasn't in the mood to open up a lovely beautiful advent calendar. So I want to say this is from Cuddle Bums, but that could be wrong. I will need to look back in my emails and see. And I managed to get one of the spares that they had, and it's only 5 grams, so it's really, really small. I did have a peek because you can't open it at the back, because I also was a wee bit sad over Christmas because I wasn't crafting and I wasn't opening up the yarn advent. And these are all variegated yarns, like crazy variegated. And so that's why I'm hoping for like 2 squares a week, so I can do one of these and a tonal or solid. And for those that might be new to the channel, because I have had some lovely new subscribers, what I'm doing with this Cozy Memories blanket is I'm doing 1 solid, 1 variegated, 1 solid, 1 variegated, 1 solid, and so on. And then on the next row, if it was a solid, the variegated goes above, and if it was a variegated, the solid goes above. Just so there's like a bit of difference and it's not just absolutely crazy. Although, let's face it, it is just a bit crazy. I also have a lot of ends to be weaving in. But yeah, leave the logistics with me and we'll see what the plan goes forward is. But for now, I'm going to get this square done because it's already cast on, like way past me. I nearly said future me, but that's clearly not right. So well done past me for getting this cast on and started. And I was going to say I might get to the end of this row before I start the advent, but that's a lot of squares. That's 8 squares, not even counting this one. But I seem to have all the yarn in my bowl for this row. So we will see. But I do have this really wonderful advent calendar that I would love to open and start putting into the blanket. And if I am correct in saying the scene on this is from New York. Like, that's a Central Park, and I just think it's really beautiful. So yeah, let's get a square on. Let's put some YouTube on, and we will see what we get done. Again, I'm just trying to think out the logistics, and I don't want to think on camera because that's just hella boring for the people watching. But yeah, at least this square will get done today. Then I'll see what other crafts I can do, because honestly, I just want to keep making these little guys and some of the other ones from the book because they're so cute. And when it's done, even though using the yarn as a paint, it's actually quite soft. So anyway, catch you up later. Check in with you later, and maybe by that point she'll be asleep because she's not. She's paying attention to everything. Look at this one, all cute and asleep with her wee paw tucked over her. Oh, I think she knows what I'm talking about her. So I got my square done, and I've also done just a smidgen of math. If I do 1 square a week, that means I would get 4. If I had a complete row, it would mean I get 4 rows done in the year. Now that's good. 4 rows is really good. Like, that's 52 new squares, and that's keeping it at 13. So bear that in mind. That is keeping that at 13, not making it up to 14. And if I then done it at 104, which would be 2 squares a week, then that would be 8 rows. I'm on my 8th row just now. Like, I don't even have 8 full rows. Yeah, I'm on my 8th row. So I think I want to aim for 2 squares a week. Maybe not both on the Monday, but 2 squares a week. 1 on the Monday, 1 at some point, maybe like a scrappy Sunday or something. And I really want to get caught up. So obviously we're in the 3rd week of January. That means I've missed 2 weeks. And I've only got 1 square done so far. So I've got 5 more to go. But 2, 4, 6. I've got 8 to complete this row. So I might not do I got really confused there with cross stitch and crochet. I'm going to put my crochet. I did it again. I'm going to put my cross stitch away. I'm going to put my crochet plans to the side, and I'm going to put my toasted tea tucked away in a project bag. And I think I'm just going to curry on down, get cozy. It's getting a little bit chilly now that the sun's going down. Like, this room, it gets so toasty, like, when the sun's out. But the sun is setting, and I think I just want to get cozy with a blanket on me. The irony that I'm working on one. Not going to keep me warm whilst I'm working on it though. Get cozy with a blanket, draw the curtains shut, move over to the other chair because I'm angled for the TV. Just because with the curtains open, like, you can see everything around me, and I don't really want to dox myself on the internet. So yeah, I think I'm just gonna get cozy. Like I say, I've got all the yarn for this full row in this bowl. So what the heck? Why don't I just sit down and get this row done? Like, yeah, that's technically 8 hours worth of knitting, but why don't I just see how much I get done?
I don't think I'm going to get all 8 done. No way. No way, Jose. It's either almost 4 p.m. or it's half 5. Half 5? Half 3. I think it's almost 4 p.m. Yeah, it's like 3 minutes to 4. So, I'm not going to get it done. I'm not going to get all 8 done tonight. Just no way. I need to take breaks. I need to move my wrists. I need to exercise them. I've got a couple of exercises I still do. I've got dinner to make. I've got laundry to hang up. I'm not getting it all 8 done tonight. But let's see how many I get done. I hope for 3. That's what I'm aiming for. I'm going to try and get 3 more done. And if I get more done, well, hey. If I don't, oh well. And then I will maybe try and get more done tomorrow before I start work. And more done the next day, and the next, and the next, and the next. And then come Monday, we will be to our 2 every week. And then come Monday, we will also start opening up the app event. I'm really excited. From what I've seen, they're like crazy variegated. So I think I might not open one every week just so that I can spread them out in the blanket and they're all not just kind of shoved in one section. But yeah, I think that's a really good goal for me to have this year, to try and work on these blankets. 8 rows sounds like a really good good goal, because then by the end of the year I should have 16 rows in total, and that is amazing progress considering how long I've had this blanket on the go. So I'm going to tidy up. I made a bit of a mess on this chair, and I'm going to put her blanket over her, because if I'm getting cold, she'll be getting cold. Pop her wee blanket on, draw the curtains, maybe put the heating on, and I'm just going to get cozy. I'm going to make a hot drink, get a snack, and I'll check in later on and let you see how much I've got done. So apologies for the change in audio, but I just couldn't not share this cute moment. Sometimes Yugi wants snuggles, but she won't come up and sit on you, especially if I sit cross-legged. So I put one leg down, and eventually the leg that is currently really tucked under, like my foot is here. Eventually my knee will start cramping and I will need to move, but I'm working away on my blanket and she came over and she quite clearly wanted snuggles, and this is how she is currently sitting, which cannot be comfortable in the neck, but she chose this position, not me. And she's purring away very happily. Don't know if it'll get picked up. But yeah, I am on square 2, technically the 3rd square for today, and I'm making good progress. Not sure I'm going to get 3 done, but the fatigue is hitting real hard just now. So if I get 3 in total done, so 2 more than the purple, which is folded under, you can just see it there. If I get 3 in total done, I'll be happy, but the goal was to do 4 in total, so let's see what we can get done. I just really wanted to show you how cute she looked. Apologies for the lighting. Let's see if I can make it just a little bit better. So yeah, that's my update for the rest of the evening. Scott will be home soon from his class. He was away at a fitness class, and I want to rest my wrists, but I've got some cooking to do. So it's going to be cook dinner, eat dinner, rest, and then we've got a bed to make up. Hopefully it will have puffed up a lot more. These are our new pillows. They are huge. They're so thick. And yeah, I'm just really hoping I sleep really good tonight. I think I slept from about 3 a.m. onwards last night, which is not fun. So yeah, I just wanted to give an update. I think 3 squares is really good work for today. I don't want to overdo it with my wrists, my thumbs. So yeah, thank you so much for watching. I hope, even though this has probably not been the best dip back into the Monday vlogs, that you have enjoyed. I'm hoping this week to record some of the whips I've brought into 2026 with me, because I honestly think I'm going to frog at least one of them. And then I think I'd like to get them in order of quickest to get finished and then work on them that way. So watch out for that one coming, and then somewhere down the line there will be a podcast episode showing what I've been up to. So again, thank you so much for watching, and until the next video, please do stay safe. Bye everyone.